Well, here's something you don't see anymore. These little buggies were very popular in the late 50s and early 60s. These are both German products. This one here is a BMW iZeta from say 58, 59, possibly early 60s. And this is the Messerschmitt. Something like an airplane cockpit on this one. This is it's on the front there what it is. I can't read it with this distance. But anyway, these are antiques now if you can find one. Just don't see them around anymore. Very rare find if you can find one, if you want one. But anyway, let's take a look at them. Yep, I remember these. The two-seater. You climb in through the front like a refrigerator door, and the steering wheel swings out when you open the door and step into it for easy access. Not much protection if you ever get hit with one of these, or you run into something. There's no protection whatsoever in these vehicles. They're so small. Let's take a look at the engine. Well, the engine is just a small, I don't know what it is. It must be belt driven or something. But anyway, that's it, what bit you can see of it. Very fragile vehicle. Very fragile, but very economical. A real collector's piece if you can find one. In those days, petrol was expensive, so these were quite popular, economical to drive. I wouldn't want to ride in one in heavy traffic though. No way. Yep, that's the back view. There's the side view. And there's the front view. And the driver's side view. Quite a comical vehicle to me. Okay, let's take a look at the Messerschmitt. Now then, there's a Messerschmitt. There's a two-seater also. But the passenger sits behind the driver in this aircraft cockpit configuration. Rather a unique design and idea. Never seen anything quite like it since then. This was from the early 60s, late 50s, thereabouts. So anyway, let's take a look at this one on the inside. Well, there you go. Like a little airplane. Oh, it carries 3 people. 2 behind the driver. And the driver has a little, like a handlebar steering wheel setup. Really pretty neat. Typical German engineering. Okay. Put the top down. Very cleverly designed, really. Then again, not much protection in this one either, if any. Okay, there's the front view. Looks like a little face with a nose and 2 eyes. Okay, let's take a look at it from the other side. Well, it's starting to rain. You can hear the rain in the background. It's pouring down rain. But we need it. It'll cool things off a bit. Okay, back to the Messerschmitt. That's the view from the passenger side, right side. And there's the rear view. That's the rear view. Wow. Really is something. I have seen one of these not too long ago. Somebody around here's got one, and I have seen it on the road. He goes to a place I go to where they have all the old cars on a Friday night, and I have seen it there. Okay, let's take a look at the engine. Okay, there you go. That's the engine compartment. Little engine on the side. Probably belt driven again. It could be shaft drive, I can't tell. Well, the rain's really coming down now, so that's the noise you can hear in the background. So there you go. Those are the two German imports from years ago. Wow, it's over 50 years. I found these models in a little gift store, so they're hard to find these days. The models, I mean, as well as the real thing. But anyway, interesting to look at. Okay, let's move on. Well, there's a view of the Florida rain. Well, we needed it. It'll cool things down a lot. It's been too hot the last couple of days. Really hot, so the rain is very welcome. As long as it don't turn into a hurricane, we're alright. That's looking towards the south. And that's looking the other way. Looking the other way down the back of the house. Looking north, which is the direction the rain is coming from. Anyway, quite interesting. Florida rainstorm. Now we're at the front of the house. Looking down the street towards 38th Avenue, which is north. And that's looking towards the east. Well, we all know what this is. There's plenty of these still around. They've just updated the style of the body, but basically it's still the same old VW Beetle. Really a wondrous vehicle that's lasted for 60 years or more. And people still want them, they still buy them. Not bad. Good record. Well, this looks like a really late model from the 90s, so it's still the same shape, just a little bit more modernized. Very, very good car if you like the style. Yep. And the doors open, that's pretty neat. Little hatchback opens up. And that's the view from the driver's side. View of the inside, the driver's side. Looking good. There you go with the passenger side. Quite a good little model, really. All the doors opening and everything. Now here's a car we all know. The fantastic Mini. Still going. Although they're all Mini Coopers now. This is one of the old original Minis, which I believe first came out in 1959, the first Mini. And they must have made millions since then. Millions of Minis are still out there. View of the interior, passenger side. Of course it's right-hand drive, naturally. View of the driver's side. And there's that little engine. Flying machine. I used to watch these cars race a lot. Down at Oulton Park in Cheshire, which is in the UK. And they used to roar around that little track and you'd see 50 cars coming at you all at one time. You thought they'd never make it round the curve, but they did. They'd go up on the grass and everywhere, but they kept on going. View of the back. I never knew it opened that way. Never did. Not very handy for putting big things in that way. Anyway, that's the way it is, that's the way it is. So there it is. A fabulous little Mini. Millions have been made. How many, I don't know. I'll have to look it up. A little wonder car. So there it be. The British wonder car. Many millions have been made. Can't remember the man's name who invented it. I think it was the first one that came out with front wheel drive in the UK. Okay folks, that's the end. The Union Jack is the end of the show. Very appropriate. Till the next time, cheerio. God save the Queen. Ha 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 ha.